everybody knows what to do. But even then, they somehow fail. For example, I know that I have to hit the gym. I know that I have to eat healthy. And eventually in 6 months, I'll get a six-pack abs. But even then, I have consistently failed. And so have 99% of the people in this world. Why does that happen? And is there a way to reverse that? And the reason why I'm asking you this is because if I can find a way to reverse that as a consumer, then I can also, as a business, think about helping my consumers reverse their habits in order to help them become a better version of themselves. So I want to go to that root cause and understand when 99% of the people know what to do, even then, how do they fail? And why do they fail?
You know what the number one reason people don't achieve their goals is? The number one reason we don't achieve a goal is very simple. We quit. Of course, we quit. That the most important factor on whether you achieve a goal, any life goal, is whether you persist. Because persistence doesn't guarantee success, but quitting guarantees failure. So if we know that the number one reason you won't achieve your goal is because you quit, we should probably learn a lot about quitting. Why do we quit? Turns out we quit because of a lack of motivation, right? That for whatever reason, we lose steam. Well, what is motivation all about? How do we understand motivation? Well, motivation, we used to think, is a straight line. You know, the economic model of motivation is if I want this benefit, if I want this reward, I will do this behavior, right? If I want this, I do that. Classic economics, right? If I want you to do a job, I pay you a salary. Want this, get that. But there's something missing. It's not that simple. That motivation is not a straight line. Motivation is a triangle. That not only do I need to know the behavior, what I need to do, not only do I need to know why I'm doing it, the benefit, but I also have to have a belief that holds it all together and sustains my motivation.
So behavior, benefit,
and belief, right? So let me give an example. If I don't believe that my boss will give me that promotion, will give me that raise, this benefit that I want, if I don't trust them, if I don't believe in my boss to have my best interest at heart, am I gonna work hard for them? No, I'll slack off, I'll find another job, I'll do my minimum effort in order to get that benefit, maybe, who knows, right? If I don't believe that they're gonna give it to me. Conversely, if I don't believe in my own ability to sustain a behavior, I don't believe I can stick with the gym, I don't believe I deserve love, I don't believe I can succeed in business, whatever it might be, will I sustain my behavior if I don't believe in my own ability to do the behavior, even if I know exactly what I need to do? I need to go to the gym, I need to start that business, I need to write my book, I need to whatever. If I don't believe I can do it, I won't. So sustained motivation isn't just about knowing what to do and why you're going to do it. It's about having the belief that holds it all together.
But why do people believe that they can't do something? Like, I can imagine people believing they can do something, but why do people fundamentally believe they cannot do something? Like, to think you don't deserve love, something terrible must have happened to you.
Well, here's the thing. So we have there's two kinds of beliefs. We have what's called a limiting belief, and we have a liberating belief. A limiting belief is a belief that saps your motivation and increases your suffering. A liberating belief is a belief that increases your motivation and decreases your suffering. So why do we have limiting beliefs, right? Don't we all want to flourish and be happy and achieve everything? Well, here's the thing. It goes back to evolution. Evolution doesn't care if you're happy. Evolution doesn't care if you're happy. Evolution doesn't care if you've met your goals, if you're flourishing, if you're rich and have six-pack abs and you accomplish your dreams and you have a successful podcast. Evolution doesn't care about any of that stuff. Evolution cares about two things. Are you alive? And can you procreate? That's what evolution optimizes for. So in order to do that, your brain wants to keep you safe above all things. It just wants to keep you safe. So if you have a belief that has served you in the past, these are called our priors. If you have a prior belief that has served you in some way in the past, if that's how you think the world should work, that is what you're going to continue to believe.
If this clip gave you value, please subscribe to this channel so that we can keep bringing you game-changing business insights.